Welcome back. In the previous part, we saw a little scene with Professor Russell and Cassius, and it's just been playing on my mind in between the parts that I thought it was just worth mentioning it. Like, it may spark theories down the line into what's going on and all that type of stuff, so it's like, I have to bring it up at some point, and I feel like now's a good point just before we get into the rest of this stuff on the airship that we need to do. And that's the idea that these Gospels are connecting to something. Like they're warping their energy somewhere. But to where? To what? And my mind is very much thinking, it's gonna be to the Septarian in some regard, isn't it? I mean, I know that's where, like, the whole thing's about in this regard, but it's gonna be sort of like that's where it's pulling all this mysterious stuff that's happening in Liberl around these experiments. It's pulling from that. That's what I've got in my head at the moment. It was just worth mentioning. It's like just that little thought, like, it may spark theories, so it's worth mentioning I had that thought. Right. Tita. Oh, hi, Estelle. Still walking around? Sorta, yeah. Oh, Tita. It's your first time in Bose, isn't it? Uh-huh. I've heard there's a really big store in Bose. I don't want to see it. Bose Market, yeah. Give it like the department store in Grensel, but even bigger. It's actually a bunch of different stores all in one space. It's really busy. Wow, that sounds amazing. Hope we arrive in Bose soon. Oh, is it? Alright. Oh, Estelle, have you been to Avenue Village? Yep, I stopped there once on a job. That's Agate's hometown, right? Uh-huh. He has a little sister named Misha living there. Agate goes back pretty often, I think. At least once a year to say hello to her. Ah, right. Agate's little sister, huh? Must be hard for the poor girl, having such an antisocial lump for a brother. Estelle, that's not nice. Agate can be, blunt. He's also really nice. Ah, yeah. He's just kind of clumsy and easily embarrassed, to be honest. You know, I bet Misha's a really good person. Whenever Agate talks about her, his eyes turn so gentle. Tita, what's wrong? No, it's nothing. My heart just felt, kind of weird for a bit. I wonder why. Somebody's a bit jealous of Misha, I bet. Indeed. As I've said to a few people here, it's like, because they don't like the idea of, like, a relationship between Tita and Agate. So it's just, I feel I've pointed this out in several occasions, but just to point it out in the video, it's like, if you want to make sense of it, so it's just, it settles in your head nicely. Imagine it's a child who wants to spend time with someone. Tita's the child, obviously, who wants to spend time with Agate. And she's jealous of people spending time with Agate. Not jealous of, like, a relationship or anything like that. Jealous that that time that she could have with Agate is being taken away. Because she likes him. That's it, just likes him. You can view it like that and it works fine so far. That's the thing, so far that still works, that it's very much just this idea of someone's gonna take him away and she likes spending time with him. That's it. You can view it like that. I've seen that happen with actual children before, like they do get jealous of time spent with, like, other siblings and stuff like that, where it's like, but I want to spend time with you. It's like, yeah, but I need to spend time with them. It's like, yeah, but what about me? And they get jealous. It is a thing. So it's like, yeah, it works. Misha, huh? Hope I can be a friend if we meet. Oh, hello, miss. We're very sorry for the delays at Roland. I'm afraid merely launching into that fog would have been incredibly dangerous. I mean, it's understandable. It's like, no. We've never experienced fog of that sort before. It's so dense. My friend's one of the guards at Harken Gate, and let me tell you, the existence of the Empire weighs more heavily on the minds of our troops than anyone else. Ironically, I think our military men will welcome the non-aggression pact more than the rest of us. The existence of the Empire weighs more heavily on the minds of the troops than anyone else. Yep. Alright, let's go down first, then. Agate. I teleported to the other side of him. Triple dot. Hey, is something wrong, Agate? It's nothing. You're still wandering around the ship? Yeah, basically. Oh, you're from Revenue in the Bose region, right? This will be your first time back home in a while, then? No, I was there just a bit ago chasing down the intelligence division guys. I was gonna say, like, he was there. We know this. Hey, wait a second. Why are you assuming I'm going back home? Ah, oh, don't be embarrassed, you big teddy bear. You've got a little sister back in Ravenue, right? You mentioned her once. You must be the biggest softie when it comes to her, huh? Hey. Oh, yeah. Where the heck in Ravenue is your house, anyway? I don't remember meeting any girl who stood out as Agate's little sister when we were there investigating the Sky Bandits. There was a girl with Louis, but no, too young, and I figure your little sister's gotta have your hair. I'll introduce you to Misha soon. Shouldn't we have some reason to visit anyway? Yeah, please do. In that case, we have to bring Tita along too. Why do we have to do that? Tita's kind of attached to you, in case you hadn't noticed. She'd be pretty let down if you would introduce her to your sister, you know? Oh, I get it. You don't want Misha and Tita to meet, Now I get it. No, you don't, Estelle. They might get together and get in lots of trouble like Tita did with Ren. They might get jealous of each other. Being an older brother must be hard work. Oh, that's what you meant. Huh? Well, don't worry. I'll clean up any mess that happens. I've gotten pretty good at Tita herding. You just go ahead and introduce those two, crazy kids, and I'll make sure nothing blows up. Yeah, thanks. I'll be counting on you for that. I was gonna say, enjoy that moment, Agate. Enjoy that moment. Let me just say this, I'm only heading back to Ravenue once we've settled with the job. I think you're just gonna drag me out there or something. You jerkface. Dear oh dear. Hi, Mom. You've been riding a lot lately. The fog in Roland was totally a kick, wasn't it? I took the chance to get out and enjoy some nature when we were docked. Very well. Do. My apologies for the late departure from port. Still, I've been a captain for years and I've never seen a fog that thick. Where was the airship then? This is the question. I was joking around like with the whole idea of like, we're gonna miss it, it's gonna leave without us, and then it wasn't there, and it was like, wait, did it leave? And it was like, oh, well, the next one that arrives will be alright. But they're acting as if they were waiting. So I'm not entirely sure what was going on there. It's like, because it did arrive. Did it go get repairs somewhere? Did it go back to Granville for a little bit? I don't know. Still, I've been a captain for years, never seen a fog that big. Even the lights at full beam couldn't burn through it. Flying in that would have been impossible, even for me. Ba-dum-dum-dum-dum, yes, certainly understood. Correcting course to self, ba-dum-ba-dum. Men of the sky fly like crows from town to town. Okay. Helm, you're going a bit too far northwest. We don't want to get too close to the mountainside. I want to avoid turbulence if we can. And scraping the paint. Please correct course slightly to the south, avoiding the mountainside, Helm. Helm, stop singing and correct course. Well done. Right, put our course above the eastern Bose roads. Dear oh dear. That crows thing intrigues me, because we had that crow or raven back at the mayor's garden. I'm still suspicious of, because I feel like there should be something with that. I don't know though. My, that fog was terrible. And then just dissipated in an instant. I've never seen such strange fog in all my days. Ah, hello, miss. Thank you for your patronage. You're right, currently you can view Liberl Valley. The fog around Roland is cleared, but the area remains foggy year-round. You're right, currently you can view Liberl Valley. At the end of that valley are the peaks which mark part of our border with the Ouroborous Empire. Seems like the non-aggression pact was signed with no delays. Hope it leads to harmony between Liberl and its neighbors. Apparently there's some very nice lodging at the edge of Valeria Lake. It was very popular with fishermen, I'd heard. I do wonder what Chloe's dream was. Estelle, out for a walk again? More or less. More importantly, I'm sorry. I didn't really open up about Joshua until the very end. Don't worry. Still, that girl with Joshua is one of the Sky Bandits, isn't she? Yeah, she's a cheeky, insulting little punk by the name of Joseph Kapua. He's also the single biggest tomboy I've ever laid eyes on. Call me a tomboy sometimes. I see. She does, seem a bit charming from the photograph. She'd be pretty cute if she keeps her mouth shut. And she did manage to play a perfect upper-crust girl when we first met with her, too. I'm sorry? Estelle explained about how she first met Josette at the mayor's residence in Roland. I see. That is impressively dexterous, if I must say so. It does make sense, since she's apparently former Erebonian nobility. Putting on a face like that is her speciality, I think. Peel away the layers, though, and, like I said, at the core she's a cheeky, classless little punk. Still, from what I've heard, I can't really find cause to hate her. I suspect that if we found a chance to talk, we might have quite a lot in common. Yeah, I can't see that happening. We'd slide off each other like oil and water. Our personalities wouldn't fit together. Trust me. Maybe. Chloe's right on the money. Oh, Chloe, you were put to sleep with us back there. Did you, have some kind of dream? I did. It was during the 100 Days War. During the war? During the war? Oh, I see. That's when you were with Matron Teresa. Yes, I was in the care of Matron Teresa during the fighting. We lived together for some time. And... what's wrong? It's just that... even though it was set 10 years ago, Clem and Jill both showed up. If I had stayed in the dream long enough, perhaps even you and Joshua might have appeared. Well, that's a dream for you. Coherence not guaranteed. Very. Still, in hindsight, it was a little frightening. Huh? In the dream I was happy. Very, very happy. Wanted everything to stay that way from the bottom of my heart. But that isn't right, is it? Simply wishing to escape reality in that way. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's always nice to have a happy dream, sure. Yeah. You asked if I wanted to see that dream again. I'd be a little hesitant. Yes. The dangers of the gospel. Feel like we've got a real hint of them. No, not the gospel. It's like I said at the start of this, it's not the gospel. It's the septarian. It's that link that they've got to it. And I'm just wondering, like, if this somehow connects to the harmonica, because that was something that wouldn't really have been present at Estelle's dream. And, like, if that was the real moment in the past, that harmonica would not have been there. But has Estelle inspected the harmonica enough now to notice it's got a certain name on it that would point to Erebonia? Has she looked at it long enough now that it would be in her memory, so that could be used in the dream? Or was there something else going on in the dream? Like, was the Septenium manifesting things within the dream that would make sense, that actually do exist in the world as we know it? I got thoughts and feelings there, and I don't know what I'm settling on, but there's something going on there. I just want to have a look at the harmonica, because I know I've got it somewhere. Yeah, harmonica received from Joshua. It doesn't say anything about Reveld. Sorry, Rivedilt. How did I say it wrongly again? That's the problem. Now I've switched to the actual name in my head. I can't remember how I wrongly said it. Anyway, Reveld. So it's I just... there's something there. And I can't... It's that sort of thing like I want to grab it, and I can't. It's like... Again, it's that sort of feeling like just 95% there in my head on something, I feel. But it's like, just missing a key thing. Oh, Estelle, good work this time. You're really growing as a bracer. Still kind of a newbie, I think. Like, I'm not even remotely as good with a staff as Dad. Well, I don't think you should worry about Master Cassius much. An S-rank bracer is a master of their profession to a degree, but they attain the unity of purpose all martial artists seek, after all. To be honest, I don't think I could attain such enlightenment, even if I spent my whole life trying. I see. What do I admit? kind of hard for me to understand how incredible my dad is, but... Actually, Zin, you mentioned the whole unity of purpose idea to Chloe back at the castle. What exactly does that mean? Yeah, I did. It's kind of tough to explain, to be honest. Here it goes. Master Cassius was once such a transcendent master of the sword. He was given the title of Divine Blade. What? Today, though, he can wield a staff just as easily as the sword he spent his life training with. Why do you think that is? He practiced really hard? I mean, basically, yes. That's part of it, sure. But more than that, it's because he could instantly understand and relate to the nature of staff combat through his previous experience. Something beyond what we call skill. Above practicing forms and reflexes, above muscle memory. Think of it as a mental state where one can grasp the true nature of all things and can control them at will. And that whole concept is what we refer to as unity of purpose. The way I see that, by the way, in terms of how you could look at that in the gameplay mechanics, is it's the turn order. If that makes sense. So this unity of purpose, this idea of understanding and perceiving the world, you see the turn order. And you can use it, and you get more effective at using the turn order. You obtain this unity of purpose. If that makes any sense to you. The true nature of all things, huh? His plan to push back the Imperial Army during your war was the same, I'd bet. And I only mean that in gameplay standards, by the way. Not saying, that's what it means. It's no, just that's how it's represented in the gameplay. He understood the nature of war, of combat, so intrinsically, so instinctively, that he was able to construct the plan he did. There'd be no one more fearsome as a foe. I get it, I think. But that means that even my supposedly enlightened dad was beaten in some ways by the Society. During the coup, he was lured out of the country for starters. Yeah, he must certainly possess someone equal to Master Cassius. It's hard to know if it's whoever Louve is or the Professor, though. Could it be the guy we know as Lawrence? He was pretty powerful. I don't know. He is incredibly skilled, sure, but I doubt he could match up to Master Cassius. Besides, his chi, his soul, he did not have unity of purpose. Not in the way I have spoken of. He's a blade, sharpened in one specific way by the coldest frost, tempered to perfection, untouched by anyone. That's just the sense I got of him in the arena, at least. Yeah, I get what you mean. He hasn't shown himself, but I figure he's got to be up to something. He did seem to have some kind of fixation on Joshua. It wouldn't surprise me if they know each other from Joshua's days in the Society. Between him, me, and Sherazade, we've got some strange ties in our past to this group. I wonder if this is the guidance of She Who Dwells Above. Up next is Bose, the closest area to the Empire in Liberl, eh? I'd like to get a look at the famous Harken Gate sometime if we can. Been ages since I've been to Bose, come to think of it. I think the last time was when Jill took me on a little shopping spree at the Bose market. Still got stuff brewing in my head. Just this idea of is what the Gospels are tying into, is it actually some kind of defense mechanism trying to stop you getting to the Septarian? Or is it the power of the Septarian? It's like I don't know, because it could be these dreams or these experiments that the power they're tying into is just the defense mechanism trying to stop you getting at it. Or it could be the power itself. It's again, there's just little things nerd-uns finding in my head being Bing bong! Thank you for flying with us today. We'll be arriving in Bose shortly. Please be aware that there may be turbulence when landing, so we ask that all passengers take their seats. Ah, lovely Bose music. Ignore the bottom right. I said ignore it. There's an Ovid type fellow. I don't remember seeing an Ovid type fellow on board. Where's the guy in the top hat? Where's the guy in the top hat? He could be getting off at the next stop, I suppose. Everyone, hello! Good work out here. There in Roland, I mean. The Silver Streak, the Heavy Blade, the Immovable, and our Rising Star Rookie all together. Brings a tear to my eye, it does. Rising Star Rookie? You, of course. You're our little walking miracle who's managed to stop the society in 4 different regions. That's been the gossip anyway. You've got to be kidding. Saying I stopped anything is overstating it more than a little. They just ran off once their experiments were done. You did handle yourself well in the Roland case, Estelle. Don't sell yourself too short. You can be a little bit proud. Yeah, but that was just a bunch of coincidences coming together, and no need to get so embarrassed. You just need to live up to your reputation is all. Yeah, thanks, Zin. Make it sound like a cakewalk. Anyway, all that aside, what's the situation like here in Bose? There's been no sign of the society whatsoever. No surprise, I suppose. Since the Sky Bandits were caught, the army's been patrolling the region pretty heavily. One thing sticks out, though. There have been a few too many dangerous monsters prowling around here these days. Really? You know, I've noticed that the last time I was here, Bose seems to usually have more wanted monsters in other regions. Why is that? Most of it comes down to Bose being huge and filled with rough terrain, and being scared away by a giant dragon. Makes it common sense to see monsters come down from the less inhabited areas. Thing is, though, had 10 cases just since the beginning of the month. 10? That is a lot. Guessing that's kept Sting and the rest of the crew busy. Yes, Kurt's team stopped by the other day to slay several of them. Be in your debt if you could take care of a few of them for us as well. That strikes me as a good course of action. It's possible the society's involved with this. Yeah, and they could hurt someone if we just leave them alone. So we should get out there and take them down. Triple dot. Huh? Agate, what's wrong? Yeah, what's up? You're really quiet. It's nothing. Anyway, let's get out there and bring back some monster heads. Pardon me. Mabel? Yes? Mayor Mabel and Lila. Good day. Still, it's good to see you again. I am glad to see you all well. Wow, it's seriously been forever. I think we last met at the Queen's birthday celebrations, right? Yes, it feels as though it's been ages. I've been hearing all about your exploits in the news, though, Estelle. That goes for everyone else as well. I'm glad to see you're all safe. Especially you, Chloe. Are you on school break already? I ended up taking a little time off early. It's good to see you again, Mabel. You two seem pretty familiar. Well, Mabel used to be a student at the academy. We met before she graduated. And I'm certainly glad we met, too. I see. And Agate Krosner. That's been some time, sir. Suppose so. Hang on. Agate. Mabel. You know each other? Oh my, yes. I've relied on Mr. Krosner a number of times for various jobs only he could do. And 10 years ago... Hey, Mayor. Oh, I forget myself, pardon me. Regardless, I simply wish to stop by today to welcome you back. Welcome back to Bose. From the sound of things, you're pursuing an international criminal syndicate which threatens the safety of the entire country. An international crime syndicate. Sometimes they feel more like a society of supervillains. That's one way to think of them, yes. So far as the city of Bose is concerned, the threat these criminals pose is not someone else's problem. It's everyone's. I can do anything to assist you in your investigation. Anything at all. You only need to ask. Thanks. If we need help, we'll definitely ask. We'll be expecting a lot from you, Mayor. Excellent. Now, I'm afraid I must excuse myself here. Should anything come up, please come visit me at my residence. Pardon us. You know what I'd like for my room? Like here. Because I've got a place on the wall over there. I'd like one of these bracer crests they've got on the wall. Just hang that up. I wonder if I can get one on like Etsy or something like that. Come on, Agate. Couldn't you have been a little more civil? Maybe I can make one. I have to learn woodworking. Bit of an effort, isn't it? It's who I am. I ain't running a butler service here. Give me a break. I could be kind of arrogant to people sometimes. Usually polite towards clients, though. You were kind of short with the mayor, Agate. Yeah, triple dot. You're imagining things. More to the point, I remember talking about us bringing back some monster heads. Lugren, give us the breakdown. Right. We have 3 cases outstanding. Like, higher pixels would be nice. First, there's a blade fang stalking around in the chrome Platz. Where do I get Platz? No idea. Also got a ghost epitaph in the Nebo Valley. And finally, an octobone raising hell at the Amber Tower. Okay, got those written down. I always like how they do the dialogue for when Estelle's clearly writing something in her journal. Like her bracer notebook. It's like you can tell she's like, yeah, okay, yeah, got that. And what else? Just like I like how they worded it. Alright. Monster slaying is the perfect test of my greatsword. I'll be taking charge this time around. Huh? Well, you are a Bose native. My good heavy blade. You're probably the best suited out of all of us. I have no objections. Decided then. Go ahead and pick us a team, Estelle. You're being suspiciously gung-ho about this, you know. Please form your party. It's like, yeah. Out of everything?
Great.
Again, it's like those two. It's like it is like I want 5 party members because I want to take Zin as well. It's just like, it's Okay, so if we're going all over the region to find these wanted monsters, since we're out, why don't we stop at Revenue Village? Pretty sure I made this clear on the flight over. We'll visit Revenue after we're done with the work here in Bose. You unfeeling clod. Agate has the right of it, I think. Or would you want to go and leave our Tita behind? Alright, gotta bring Tita. Don't you have to agree just because of that? Right, so... First things first. Imperial request. Okay, Ambassador Crane's medal has been stolen by someone. The Ediboni Ambassador hereby requests the immediate and full support of the Bracer Guild. For details about the case, please inquire at the following address. Edibonian Embassy Contact, Frieden Hotel, Room 203. The missing lady, Reina. The young lady has gone missing. Please find her immediately. For details on the job, come to Reina at the Enteros. That's from Gwen. To develop a new dish I need. That stuff. Please deliver the list in its entirety to Gwen at the Enteros in the Bose's North Block. Right, so we are going to end this part here and do the rounds, obviously. Obviously, you know, we've arrived in Bose! But one place I want to check right here, right now. Jimmy's not moved. There it is. Is new quartz. Like, are we on Agate? Yeah, we did unlock everything. But, ooh, so I'm going to need quite a bit of Sepith, aren't I? I'm wondering if I can, head out. I'm just gonna head to different locations. Right, out here. Just want to make sure, so I can do, that wandering around. And make sure that I can get some, poms and stuff like that, so I can then just get myself some lovely Sepith so I can sort out all the lovely quartz that I'm going to get. Because it's like, if I can get defense 4, I can get a lot more. Have a look what else we can get now. Just wanted to make sure of that before we carry it on there. Defense 4. HP 4, I already got 1, but you know. Mind. Attack. Shield. This is like the power I'm going to... It goes from 5 to 8. Oh, God. That 5 to 8 was number 3. EP cut 4. I so need to go farm stuff. It's like, dear God, that goes to 4. Wow. I'm gonna be overpowered. Let's see about. Olivia here. So EP3, let's just change that up. I just want to see. We're done for this part. If you want more story, you can end here. There's going to be no more. It's just going to be messing about. Me be going like, wow, every so often as stuff upgrades, you know. So that's what it's going to be. So, right. Like there. No new skills. Okay, fine. So I want defense 4. Okay, course. Defense 4. Okay, so augment. So whether or not it's like worth getting rid of some of these just so I can get some. Ah! The options that are available now. Love it. No idea if we've got anything more there, but it's like... I mean, you do have a lot, don't you, Olivia? You do have a hell of a lot. Like, I wonder what will happen if I get the next EP cut. EP cut 4. Like, oh! Well, there's going to be a lot I can get. I'm wondering if there's anything here that's like I've not actually equipped that would actually be really, really good. Like, because what's haze? That's two. There's so much more. Alright, EP4. Just try and get as much as I can in terms of... Once I can get, like, EP4. That'll be the last EP4 I can get. I'll do as much as I can at this point. So it's like, yes. So action 4, because I know I can't get the EP, so I don't know if I can get the action. Or, oh no, I can get 1. Okay, so action 4. Is that giving you in terms of skills? Okay. And cast. What about cast? Probably can't get that, can I? It's only cast 2 anyway. We're only at that one anyway. That's fine. HP 4. I have that there anyway. It's just like, okay, so HP 4 and Mind 4 if I can. I always get excited when it's this stuff. You may have noticed that. You may have noticed that. Tear all. Heals all HP for an ally. Yes. Right, and shield all. Okay. I'm running out of Sepif now. Okay. Let's see here. Oh. Ooh, Latirol heals 6,500 HP for all allies in the area. You know, all allies in the area. Oh, much better skills. Lovely death scream, piercing cry that calls foes to the underworld. Yeah. Right, let's see about Chloe now. Like, Agate's probably gonna be the last one I sort out here because like he's a bit behind on the rest. I mean, I can take him up onto the defense 3. I can take him up to the 3s that I'm replacing with at least. You know, you get action 3. Seal. I'm gonna get instead of seal. Nothing really. Do not have him P3? Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. That's the ones I can do. Right, so Mind 3. I can get Mind 4. Surely, can I? Right, Mind 4. Yes. You got heal there. Cast 2, that's what I can have. EP, I can't get them. Defense 4 I can get, can't I? So it is like basically like the EPs and EP cuts is what I need. That's what I'm after, isn't it? They're the ones that are going to be the big ones for me. I don't know if there's anything else I could get there. Defense 4. Ooh, hello. Revives and heals all HP for an ally. Oh, so good. So good. Right, so, I think in terms of what we've done in terms of quartz, we are done. So in the next part, I will have gone away and hopefully farmed up to get like EP cut 4s. And another EP 4 there. Just get that little bit more that we need. So it'll be lovely. And obviously sort out agates as well. So, we'll see you in the next part. Ta-ta for now.